For better performance, you need a team and consistency. Good teamwork is essential for all organizations, and definitely it will increase your pace of progress. For winning a match, you need all round performance, and it is not possible unless your team is not playing with the common goal. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. Simply, you can achieve your biggest obstacles if you have a dedicated team. Collective effort is a success and individual approach a failure. Today I am discussing about team building. I'm your host Javed and you are watching Safety First. If you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe the channel. And if you find the video informative, then like, comment, and share. In this presentation, I'll give you the overview of the definition of team, understanding the concept, learning strategies to team building, understanding the problems, how to solve the problems of team members, develop skills to be an effective team leader, and how you can develop your communication skills. Do you know what is the definition of team? Team is defined as the number of people coming together to achieve a common goal of an organization. It is very simple, it's very easy. Let me give you a short introduction of a team. There are a number of tasks an organization needs to perform. However, just a single person cannot perform the task. And this is where a team comes in the picture. Today, in all organizations, the concept of team building has gained momentum as there is a lot of competition amongst the companies. Hence, the more effective coordination, cooperation, and understanding amongst the teams, the better the results or the outcomes. This also helps in the survival of the companies and to be at the top in today's competition in a company, right from the director to the CEO and the lower designation employees, all are considered as a team. That's why team is an unavoidable part of the organizations today to meet the demands of the market for quality, safety, and variety. Dear friends and fellows, do you know how to build a team? Team building is to be done carefully as it depends on the leader as to what is his criteria while selecting the individuals, their qualities, and how does these combinations profit the business. You have to memorize few important points. Number one, have a specific objective. It's important for the leader to be clear with the objectives of the organizations so that he can concentrate all of the members to achieve those objectives. Point number two, decide on the size of the team as per the requirement. It is important to decide how many members do you need in a team, as too many members become impossible to handle and manage, and then the outcome gets affected. Point number three, also prepare and plan team structure and the hierarchy so that you can select the members accordingly as per the required qualifications and expertise. Point number four, develop behavioral rules. It's better for the leader to set certain behavioral rules for the members. For example, being cooperative, teamwork, communication, etc., so that there are lesser possibilities of conflicts since the beginning. Point number five, define authority. This is necessary so that people know to listen to. Sometimes there are few dominating people who are not in the mood to listen to any advice. Point number six, get to know each other. During the team building process, it's a good idea to know each other well, each other's point of view, opinions, etc. Point number 7, identify the support available. For example, the budget required, important information, any special equipments requirement, and any other resources for any help. Point number 8, for building a good team, implement stability of members. It's leader responsibility to develop good rapport and relations with the members so that they don't switch the companies frequently, as then all the efforts in training, learnings becomes a waste. Dear friends and fellows, you are watching Safety First. Today we are going to cover how to build a team and what are the benefits of teamwork. Point number 9, interaction with members. It's very important to have interaction with the members, asking them their suggestions, informing them about any changes so that they feel important. Point number 10, ask open-ended questions, means questions in which you have a scope for the other person to answer instead of hope you are doing good, where the answer could be just a yes. You can say, how are you doing today? Where the other person gets a chance to speak. Point number 11, delegate. This is important in team building, as the more you delegate, the more responsible the members feel and they feel valued. Point number 12, rotate the work responsibility. Instead of giving the work role to just a single person, keep on rotating it so that all get an equal chance to prove their capabilities and strengths. Point number 13, provide basic equipments. For example, if you expect any work from them, make sure you provide the basic resources and equipments required, or else they get demotivated and frustrated. Point number 14, ventilation. It's good to have an airy room with good lights and ventilation so that they don't feel sick. Point number 15, avoid distractions. You can have meetings in rooms which are free of distractions, a quiet place. Point number 16, refreshments. During the process, refreshments is very important as they get to freshen up. Point number 17, develop rapport. It's important to have friendly relations with the team members. Let us discuss now what is the importance of team building, or why team building is important. Dear friends and fellows, team building helps to combine the individual talents of each members and achieve the company's goal. It creates a feeling of unity amongst the members, and they start caring for each other and thus improve relations amongst them. Working in a team also saves a lot of time, especially on time consuming projects. The members motivate each other, and that's the reason they get a lot to learn from each other. Teams provide valuable feedback to the top management when it comes to making any changes in the organization process or structure or working. It helps to develop communication skills, and people learn to interact among each other. The teams help to analyze any problems at the root level itself and thus save it from. To have a sense of self-fulfillment and accomplishment, they feel more positive and confident to get to know each other. Team building creates a feeling of trust among the employees. Don't always be negative about your colleague. He might not always gossip against you in public. Let us discuss the obstacles in team building. Point number 1, manipulative. There could be a lot who are too manipulative and who distract the work atmosphere. They could be detrimental. Point number 2, judgmental. Never judge others without proper information or knowledge, or even without meeting them. Point number 3, avoid decision making. There could be few others who don't believe in their capabilities, and that's why they avoid taking any decisions. This keeps them away from utilizing their capacities to the fullest. Point number four, attack people. Some members have the tendency to directly attack people verbally if they don't agree to their opinions. In such cases, if the other person also gives back, then the conflict arises. Point number five, criticize others' ideas. Some are not very openly attacking kinds. However, they silently hidden criticize others' ideas and don't accept them. Point number six, disinterested. Some show disinterest in the work, decisions, or any group activity, which can be an obstacle in team building. Point number seven, not willing to share workload. Some are restricting the work only up to their own. They are not willing to share their colleagues' work in case of workload. Point number eight, gossip. Some people have the habit of continuous gossips and concentrate lesser on the work. These are the points, these are the obstacles you have to consider during the team building process. Point number nine, waste time. Few members are asked to just hang around and waste their own and others' productive time, and this hampers the team building process. Point number 10, not participating. A few others are reluctant to participate in team's activity, maybe because they are shy or they are not confident. Point number 11, being passive. It means not being open, agreeing easily to others, etc. But this behavior is not always beneficial. Point number 12, aggressive. Some members are very aggressive and react immediately to what others say. They are short tempered. Now, let us discuss the features of good team building process. Share information without hiding any information. Share work. Motivate each other. Listen. Work in a team. Be optimistic. Participate fully and with interest in the task. Develop good rapport with each other. Respect each other's views and opinions. And on time, open minded, honest, complete work on time, and clarity in communication. These are the features of a good teamwork. Dear friends and fellows, let us discuss the process of team building. In the team building process, there are four important points. Point number one, forming. The members are just being introduced to each other. They are not very clear on the team goals and objectives. They are striving to be accepted by other team members and getting more comfortable with each other. Point number two, storming. Members here start inquiring regarding the team leader and objectives. There is possibility of conflicts arising as members share their own ideas and each wants their ideas to be accepted. That's why the team leader should use communication and control as means to manage the team. Point number three, norming. The members start working towards the goals and thus coming together. There is a good rapport building amongst the team. They start accepting the leaders. Other members have more involvement and are ready to start performing. And that's the reason at this stage, the conflicts and misunderstandings start getting resolved. Point number four, performing. Here the team members start understanding their work and responsibilities. And that is the reason their behavior is more matured now. Dear friends and fellows, as a team leader, decision making is the only factor that impact positively or negatively to the organization or the business. Let us learn the techniques of good decision making. Leaders play an important role in decision making process of the team. They are also committed to the decisions made. Also, they need to be quick in taking decisions. They also need to take the responsibility of the decisions taken, as the consequences of a decision can be positive or negative. Also, the decisions that are taken are vital for the progress and success of the organization. Do you know the steps in decision making? Step number one, collect information as much required for taking the decisions, as a decision taken in a haste is of no importance. Point number two, analyze, check whether the information shared by others is ethical, correct, and sufficient to take decisions. Point number three, develop ideas, find out new, creative, and innovative ideas to enhance the team's productivity to give the best. Point number four, alternatives, find out alternative solutions in case one or the other options or ideas don't work. Otherwise, you may stuck somewhere. Point number five, make decision. After analyzing the entire situation, take the final decision wisely, carefully, and with responsibility. Once you are making some decisions, you are running a business. Of course, there are several problems during the process of team building or in the phase of decision making. The question is how to solve the problems. Sometimes, based on the decision, the effects could be negative, which might give rise to problems or issues. That's why you have to utilize your expertise skills to work on the problems and solve them for the good of the organization is also important. Problems have to solve before they grow big enough to have difficulty in handling them and before they get escalated at higher levels. Team leaders or the managers need to follow the correct process to solve the problems. For solving a problem, first you need to identify the problem. Sometimes the leaders are not at all aware of the issues happening in their teams. This is due to lack of interaction. That's why identifications of the problems is point number one. After identifications, you have to collect factual information regarding the problem. For example, who is the creator of the problems, on what issue is the problem, etc. After identification, collection of factual information, then you have to find alternate solutions on how to solve the problems. For example, if it's because of a particular person, maybe talking to him wisely can be a solution for the issue. In the problem solving process, you have to listen both sides before taking any decisions, as otherwise the other would feel that you are being biased. In the problem solving process or taking the right decision, remember, you should never be biased. It should be favorable to the person who deserves it. Never favor it to your friends, as this makes your value and respect lesser. Decision making, follow the process, and act quickly on knowing the problems. This helps the members to understand the intensity of the matter or its seriousness. If you act after a while, the problem could intensify more. Dear friends and fellows, let us discuss how to reward a good team that is progressive, that is efficient, that is playing for the common goals, shared goals, and that is playing for success, not for failures. Do you know rewards and recognition plays an important role in team building? It increases the morale of the members and their self-confidence. Plus, it helps in employee retention. Formal recognition in front of the public and entire staff. It can also be increase in salary or giving some perks, vouchers, etc. Complimenting in front of your superiors or suggesting their names for promotions in case of some big achievement will increase their performance, and also see to it that it gets effective immediately. For example, don't announce today and make it applicable after a year. To delegate responsibilities, to get their feedback and concerns, you have to call meeting, but always make meeting with fun. They should never be tensed with the thought of just the meeting. Put it in your kind consideration that meeting is not time consuming and all the agenda are communicated in advance to all the team members. Make them relax during the meetings, like sharing jokes, asking them personal questions, etc., to create more productive and friendly atmosphere among the team members. Dear friends and fellows, let us conclude the training presentation that is related to team building process. A team is effective to the extent its members make it effective. A leader plays an important role in team building, and that's why for a company to succeed and generate more profits, the concept of team building plays an important and decisive role. With the team and collective efforts, you can win. But alone or with a bad team, the result is failure. And that's it. Training session related to team building is over now. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. Hope to see you soon with a new HSC tutorial. Till then, take care, good luck, and Allah Hafiz.